And let me ask you, Jens, this a little bit of a rhetorical question, right? I mean, everybody understands that, right? It's not a great, huge revelation. Why are organizations not applying the right processes in place? What are some of the challenges that they're running into as they try to embark on these transformative journeys?
The way I look at it is, there's a bevy of challenges, and they can be very specific to the organization. But one of the things that I've seen sort of at the top of the list, every place that I've been, is this sort of change tolerance and paired this sort of paradigm of speed, and what capabilities do they have, is that there's comfort. Like I own these models. I'm the guru for this portion of the business. The business relies on me here. And so there's this sort of change tolerance where, it's protective when the business needs you to, work significant hours to, be able to help them run the business or be able to close the books or report on the business. And so there's that protective sort of change tolerance we see with any sort of transformation. And then secondarily is, and this is the piece that I think is missing, is the organization really prepared to handle this disruption of change? Because as I mentioned earlier, I've seen in organizations that said, we want to move our culture of finance to, we want to be true business partners. We want to be predictive in our analytics. We want to proactively, help the business run itself. But in essence, there hasn't been that evaluation of, not only do you have the tools to do that, but do you have the resources to do that? Are your resources prepared? Have they been trained to do the job that your organization is now expecting? And so, that's sort of one of those, hurdles right off the bat that, I see is just, again, I come back to assessing where you're at. And a lot of those issues is just not understanding that. Some of the other things, and I think Stephen probably better to speak to this, is just, evaluation of, not only the process side, but the technology side. Where am I at from a data perspective? I mean, we've walked into a lot of finance organizations and they're passing spreadsheets around. They don't have common hierarchies within the organization, all obstacles that face them in terms of what, you would think of a finance team trying to do. And so, those pieces are, two of the things that I think, I see right off the bat. And just, laying out that plan for what my enabling technology needs to look like. Am I an organization that is in constant change? Do I have to have something that's very nimble and that can be changed very quickly? Do I want that to be owned by the business versus IT? Because I can't rely on IT because of their scope in terms of what they can do. What investment do I have? What sort of ROI do I need, going into, a transformation to be able to spend the money and the time? Do I have the resources available? All of those, types of things that come to the top of my head, but I'm sure, Stephen can speak to a lot more.
Yeah, I would say too, I don't know that it's often commonly defined in a company, like what is the MDM or master data management strategy within the business, right? How are all of these pieces actually going to fit together? I think it's no secret that SaaS products want to be glue, right? They want to be sticky in organizations. They want to hold things together. They want to connect different organizations. And then they also want to round the edges to kind of imperfect solutions, right? So when you're choosing technology products to enable that kind of transformation, that selection and how they fit together is just so important, because really gone are the days where it's a bunch of kind of obsolete systems and it's, man, close your eyes and good luck that all of these things are going to fit together, right? It's the speed that is required for change now that doesn't work.